like to know how many of you plan to be here in 2013? All plan to be, oh good, then I'm talking to the right people. Great, okay, that's terrific. Some months ago I was getting ready to give a talk at the Spiritual Light Center up in Franklin, North Carolina. And I get channeled messages on a regular basis. And I got a message, well, why don't you tell them about 2012 and the cosmos? And I said, well, I don't know anything about 2012 and the cosmos. So at the time I was reading a book by Patricia Corey called No More Secrets, No More Lies. And it's channeled from the Syrian High Council. And if you douse this, you'll come up with about a 98, which is about as high as you get in dowsing when it comes to channeled material. And so I said, well, it's a good book, but anybody can buy this book. I'm not going to say, what is it, 300 pages or 200? I'm not going to read the book and try to figure out what I'm going to talk about. I don't want to do that. And so I said, well, I don't know anything about the 2012 that I want to talk about. And the answer I got was, well, I'll tell you. So I started getting a series of messages. As I started getting these messages, I thought, I don't want to talk about this because these people don't want to hear this. And I don't want to talk about something that people don't want to hear. And what I got was, tell them and let them decide for themselves. So I'm going to do the same with you tonight. You're going to hear some things that you may not want to hear. And just use your own discernment. And I'm going to read some of them directly as I received them. When I told them I didn't want to talk about something they didn't want to hear, it says, let them decide for themselves. Be ready by clearing yourself of density. So I asked, well, how do we do that? Stop eating dead animals. And when I said that, one woman said, oh! She was so upset. I mean, that just couldn't do. Stop eating dead animals. And I said, including fish? And I said, fish are less toxic, but they're still things that we should avoid. They're poison in your body. There's a karmic bond between animals and us, that as we eat animals, that keeps us in the animal level. It says, don't plan anything that includes meat, even for others. Remove yourself from the picture completely. Man does not require meat, and I'm quoting this directly, man does not require meat according to creation. This has been indoctrinated and drilled into the minds of humans by beings of less than light in order to control them. The eating of animal flesh keeps humans in a state of bondage due to the ingestion of fear and blood. Blood consumption keeps humans in a lower chakra level existence and will continue to do so. In order to achieve ascension with ease and grace, consider cleansing your body of the remains of animal flesh. Retrain yourselves. Your belief system can be changed if you desire to do so. Your belief about the need for animal protein and associated amino acids has been given to you by those who are trying to control you, and they have been succeeding. Human beings are capable of converting anything they eat to what their body needs. Think about where we get all this information on what proteins and this and that we need for our body. Where does that come from? Probably the AMA, right?
FDA.
Yeah, FDA, AMA, and we need this, and our body can. How many people believe your body cannot produce some amino acids? Did you not believe that for a while?
Mm-hmm.
How many people have been heard that your body cannot produce B12? We've heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
Who told you that? Wasn't God, I'll tell you that. It came from those who are trying to control us. They're trying to control our bodies, our minds, our pocketbooks. Right? Think about dairy industry, poultry. beef? Do you think they're friends with the AMA or the FDA? Maybe, maybe. Go to the place where animals are slaughtered. Look into the eyes of the animal. Place your hands against him and feel the fear. Watch while the animal is put to death and ask yourself this question. Is that love? Why are we here? We're here to evolve, right? First and foremost, we're here to evolve. And it took me at least 60 years to figure out I'm here to bring in light and love. Are there many of you feel like that's part of your mission too? You bring in light and love? Sometimes we need to change in order to succeed in doing what we're here to do. We have been programmed, a mass marketing program. I mean, who told us we have to eat turkeys on Thanksgiving? That wasn't God either. Lamb on Easter? That wasn't God either. We have to have this meat in order to... Now, I want you to understand something. If you believe you have to have meat in order to survive, then you do, because you believe you do. You have programmed your body, if you think you cannot produce this amino acid, you cannot produce B12, then that's true for you because you believe it. So what we need to do is work on changing our belief systems. And it's interesting, I picked something on the internet I just read today. Pythagoras said men who slaughter animals will kill each other. People, this is from source, people will require vast amounts of cleansing. People who choose to continue eating dead animals will suffer during cleansing. Asked the question, can people ascend who are eating meat? Answered yes. But it will be hard for them, it will be difficult to maintain balance and cause marked disharmony. Their level of comprehension will be low due to the ingestion of inorganic matter. There will be no animals available for slaughter in the next dimension. Does it matter if our food is cooked or raw? Answer, raw food is always best because it's full of light and oxygen. Cooking removes the light force. Well, we've heard that before. That doesn't mean you have to eat all raw food. Sometimes in winter, they said warm food is good for you. Make it a habit to bless your food and breathe light into it and give sufficient support to each other. It is not necessary to change right away, so nobody's expecting you to go home and throw out your meat or do anything like that. You have to do it at your own pace if you choose to do it at all. And nobody's telling you, everybody's got to make their own decision. Make it a gradual change. Most important is to give up the belief that your body needs something that it cannot produce itself. Say a prayer every day that includes instructions to your body to change what it believes. Tell it to believe in its power to convert whatever it is given to whatever it needs. I'm sure anybody not heard of a breatharian? Y'all heard of breatharians? And they're not all yogis sitting on a bed of nails. There's some that are just like us, women with children, mothers. Where do they get their vitamins and minerals? They don't get them out of a bottle. You see their bodies, they have conditioned their bodies. Now, we're not ready for that. Maybe in a few years, I'm not ready for that. I'm not even suggesting that. You need only what is necessary for you to draw the energy into your body. You need what you think you need. If you think you need something, if you've got a closet full of vitamins and you think you need them, then you need them. But you need to talk to your body and train it to understand it doesn't really need them. You just need to talk to your body and reprogram your body. Place your body in light every day and fill your body with light.